Y'all, I gotta be honest, I love me a solar eclipse. Not only because it shows us on a cosmic level that size doesn't matter, it's what you do with it, but also, too, I get to nerd out on all the ways that it impacts us in ways you may not realize. Starting with the most basic thing that a lot of people experienced a different eclipse today, which, by the way, North America is not gonna have another total solar eclipse again until 2044, with this one specifically stretching from the Pacific coast of Mexico across 15 US states all the way to the coast of Newfoundland, Canada, turning day into night for at least 30 million people and probably tens of millions more. And I say probably tens of millions more because this thing had hype, like Taylor Swift Eras Tour levels of hype, with eclipse chasers booking flights, hotels, and tickets to viewing parties, flooding towns and cities with hundreds of thousands of weekend visitors. And in fact, so much so, the Perryman Group projected that this would bring a $6 billion boost to the US economy, which, and I'm not kidding here, is about as much as Taylor Swift's Eras Tour generated. You know, we saw people celebrating all this in countless different ways, some hanging out with Bill Nye at Eclipse-O-Rama 2024 in Texas, and this as others boarded 2 Delta flights to track the path of totality, with in fact NASA also following the path and 2 specialized jets flying at 50,000 feet to collect data on the sun's corona. You know, scientists more generally had a lot of weird shit to look out for today. Like, for example, the eclipse gave a rare opportunity to test Einstein's theory of general relativity, or because the darkening sun allowed astronomers to observe the shift in the position of background stars caused by the sun's gravity warping space-time. Also, you had biologists anticipating a change in wildlife behavior, or because with the skies suddenly going dark, they expected, not sure if it's a scientific term, but the dumber animals to think that it was nighttime and start releasing hormones relating to sleep. Plus, with the sudden drop in temperature as well as pressure, it could have led them to anticipate an approaching storm and become anxious or fearful. But the most interesting animal behavior is that of humans, with people coming together to feel the entire spectrum of human emotions in a communal celebration. Some getting married, others giving birth, many downing beers, maybe all 3. But with that, one group of people that was missing from this spectacle were New York's prison inmates. Or because last month, the state's Department of Corrections announced that due to safety concerns, all state prisons would be locked down during the eclipse. And so we saw in a protest 6 men at Woodbourne Correctional Facility suing the department, arguing there that it is their First Amendment religious right to witness the celestial event. And with that, pointing out that the Bible describes an eclipse-like event during Jesus' crucifixion, with Islamic scripture also describing something similar after the death of the Prophet Muhammad's son. Though also, apparently just about anyone could find significance in Monday's eclipse. Or because the plaintiffs included a Baptist, a Muslim, a Seventh-day Adventist, 2 practitioners of Santeria, pantheistic Afro-Cuban folk religion, and 1 atheist. And that last one explaining in a court document, eclipses are important because they inspire awe and deep reflection, and are a rare opportunity for everyone to come together, enjoy our common humanity, and share joy at being alive. And apparently, that argument actually worked, because in a settlement just a few days ago, the state let those 6 men go outside to view the eclipse. Though notably, it doesn't appear that other inmates got the same privilege, which is yet another example that the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Is that the phrase? What is the phrase? It gets the grease, as my grandma used to say. Same difference. But as amazing as all this was, it's important to remember that for some people, Eclipse Day is going to be the worst day of their life. And with that, professional nerd Hank Greene even explaining why in a video.
It is not really the amount of light that comes from the sun that's dangerous, it's the quality of that light. It is extraordinarily high energy light. So even if it's just the tiniest sliver of sun still visible as the moon goes over it, if you look at that for as little as a few seconds, you might permanently damage your eyes.
With Hank also adding that a second danger is that you're gonna have so many people driving on the roads, which will inevitably just cause more traffic accidents.
We actually saw this in the numbers leading up to the 2017 eclipse. Fatalities and car crashes went from the background rate of around 7.9 deaths per hour to over 10 deaths per hour.
But warning that this year's eclipse was even more dangerous because it was so accessible to so many more people. But for now, we're gonna have to wait to see what those numbers are, kind of like how we have to wait till July 5th to see how many people accidentally blew their fingers off because of fireworks. But in the meantime, I gotta ask, how was your eclipse day? For me, it was whatever. I kind of ended up just getting lost in thought about Heroes, like the TV show Heroes, because there's a meaningful eclipse in that show. And then I just got sad because the writer's strike on that one, while very important, it ruined what I think was going to be one of the best shows on TV. So maybe it was always doomed. I don't know. Main point, happy Eclipse Day.